It's July 2024 and we're off on another seaside holiday. We're going to Southport in Merseyside on the northwest coast. Well, we're staying with the Caravan Motorhome Club and we're on a fully serviced pitch at a cost of £39.60 per night. I wonder if the columns are still there. Well, we're off. July and still in sweatshirts. Just 13 degrees this morning. Even horses in fields have got the coats on. Well, who knows what the weather's going to throw at us this week. Mind you, if the sun comes out, we'll all be moaning we're melting. Well, climate change has certainly got a lot to answer for. It's 1 o'clock arrival at Caravan Club. We're 14 miles from site and we've found a nice lay-by set away from the road. And we're going to have us lunch. Right, oh, Victorian Park in front of us.
We're 0.7 miles from site and it's 17 degrees now.
Oh, there's a Morrison's there. Victoria Park's a big park. We'll nip in there this week, eh?
Please leave the roundabout at the first exit.
Down here. This is called Esplanade.
In 300 yards, you will have reached your destination.
Is this? Aye, we are.
You have reached your destination.
New arrivals. There's reception. This is where we are, Southport. It's in Merseyside on the northwest coast, 17 miles north of Liverpool. This end is quite open. I prefer to see a few hedges and shrubs to break it up a bit, but it is what it is. Right, that's the way out through those gates and we have to turn right here. Right, this is it on the end here, look. Quick look at the services. I've tuned the TV into the caravan aerial in its travel position, got all the stations. TV amplifier showing a good signal, it's got a green LED. With the water and grey waste I've had to come around this corner, so let's have a look round this side. So I've had to take the grey waste around the back of the caravan. I've got 2 collapse pipes on the end of the rigid pipe into the grey waste point, and I've had to use the 7.5 metre water extension hose to the tap. I've used the 10 metre electric hookup cable, it's 16 amp, mobile phone signal. At the moment we're getting 1 bar and we're with BT, which is EE. This is the view to the right of us. And this is the view to the left of us looking down the road, and that's our caravan to the left. And this is looking back at our caravan. We've got the last remaining service pitch, 109, and that's our rear view, the facility block. On this trip I'll be using OS Explorer map 285.
I won't lie, I'm not taken with this pitch. The site, however, is very neat and tidy, well kept and maintained, as you expect from the club.
We'll have a look around site before we venture out. This is the site map. Here's the entrance off Esplanade, reception, and facility block A is the white rendered one. And down here are pitches 61 to 87, which are these here. There are 9 fully serviced pitches here, and we're on 109 with facility block B behind us. This is the footpath that cuts across site, and in this area is Southport Model Engineers Miniature Railway. And if you turn left on this footpath along here, it links up with this one, and then continuing along here takes you through Victoria Park, which is a good open dog exercise area. We're on service pitch 105, and this is looking up site. These are the 9 service pitches, and 4 of them have left this morning. We're stood on pitch 111. There's our caravan to the right, facility block, and we're looking up site on this side. We're stood on pitch 115 looking at the recycling area, toilet disposal, facility block, and this is looking up towards the top end of the site. With our caravan over there, there's a footpath here that cuts straight across the site. We're pitched 37 and 38 at the side of me. This part of the site is a bit leafier. We'll continue down this road following the one-way system. We're stood on pitch 30, and there you can see the exit barrier and reception. This is reception and entrance. There's a car park here at the side of the entrance. We stood on pitch 45, and this is a view down to the rest of the site, and there's the other facility block. With the white rendered facility block behind us, this is looking down towards the north end of the site. This is a view with pitch 61 to the right of us. With these pitches to the left, you have to set up parallel to the road. And this is as far as it goes.
It's a lovely morning, and we're going to begin our day walking through Queen's Jubilee National Trail, which is just over here opposite site. It's a wildlife haven with trails, and it once formed part of the beach until it was cut off in 1975 when they constructed Marine Drive. This area lay abandoned for years, but it was improved to mark Queen Elizabeth II's 40th anniversary. It's looking quite neglected again now.
Look at these yellow flowers. What are they? Here's Southport Pleasureland, not open today. King's Gardens are over there, 17 acre, grade 2 listed. Miniature railways closed. This is the community garden and bowling green. Well, we found the columns that's shown in that picture, that's hung on the wall in our garden room that you could see at the beginning of the video. There are 9 of these cast iron shelters scattered around the area.
Marine Lake, it's beautiful.
Can all geese come in this way? Geese are being fed. No wonder they were coming this way. We've not brought anything today, left it in caravan. It's Marine Lake Cruises here. It's closed, £6 per adult, £5 per child. Would have gone on there if it was open. That's Venetian Bridge behind me. We'll have a walk over that now. Information board over here. Look at that, used to be a water chute on the Marine Lake. Between 1932 and 1939, the outbreak of World War II, Venetian nights were held here where the park and riverboats were illuminated. This is a cable-stayed bridge and it's called Marine Bridge. Live entertainment here at Marine Lake Cafe. An old carousel, but it's not an original Victorian one though.
We're absolutely gutted. Southport Pier is closed, and apparently it's been closed for quite some time now. At the bottom end of the pier is the old penny arcade with the old original pre-decimal penny slot machines. We're really disappointed, but I think we've got some photos at home. We're going to have to dig them out and include them in this video.
My legs have been stretched.
I'm not going to say you're suddenly tall.
I've been squashed. I've got no feet. My head's been stretched. This is looking down one of the main streets, typical seaside shopping street. Let's go in this shopping arcade. Look at the length of these Victorian verandas. There's some fine old buildings around here. Look at that balcony up there. With the shops behind us, this mermaid's in Lord Street Gardens. 10 minutes walk from the shops is Hesketh Park, one of the largest parks in Southport. It's got ornate fountains, a large lake, a huge glass house, an astronomical observatory, clock garden, but there's no clock, but we'll have a cuppa while we're here.
Can you smell these flowers?
I can. Strong fragrance.
Oh, I wished I'd saved half my Bakewell tart.
Well, I saved half of my shortbread biscuit.
Stop making me jealous.
Hey, look at this, the garden walk. This is Hesketh Park Rose Garden. And they're revitalising the garden for the blind and disabled. Lots of nature trails and it's a pleasant park to walk through.
We've had a great day today, 5 o'clock in the evening, and look at that.
We've noticed as we've been walking around today there's lots of grand buildings around here, and look at that row there overlooking Marine Lake. Well, there's a couple of paddle boarders on the lake there. We'll go over this sandbank onto Marine Drive and walk back that way. That's the Irish Sea. I don't know if you can make it out, but in the distance is Blackpool Tower, and beyond that is Morecambe Bay, and then beyond that is a silhouette of the Cumbrian Mountains known as Black Combe. Southport Pier opened in 1860 and it's Grade 2 listed, and at 3,650 feet long it's the second longest in Great Britain, and it's built using iron. Well, we've since learned it's closed due to health and safety fears. And right at the very end is the Penny Arcade. And you've got to be careful out there because there's deep mud. This is a good view underneath the pier. You can see right to the other end. That's the penny arcade at the end there, protruding out. This is where the caravan site is. It's not shown in here because this is an older map, but we're at the side of Southport Model Engineers Miniature Railway here. This is the footpath that cuts across the site in front of us, and you can take this footpath along here through Victoria Park to get to town. This road here is known as Esplanade, and here this area is known as Queen's Jubilee Nature Trail, but clearance works are about to take place. This is Southport Pleasureland, and here is Pleasureland Miniature Railway. Here are King's Gardens with the cast iron shelters, and this is Marine Lake. This road is known as Promenade, and here is Hesketh Park. Our walk back to the caravan took us down this road, around the lake, over the sandbank, and we walked Marine Drive back. And here is Southport Pier, and it starts here. Red sky at night, shepherd's delight, although the weather forecast is saying something different. Morning. We've had rain all night and we keep getting heavy showers. We'll see if we can get out later on. So see you in a bit. It stopped raining. We're going to take a look round Victoria Park, and the footpath behind me takes you to the park. And it's a right turn through the gate. There's the gate we've just come through, and here's Southport Model Engineering Club. It's a shame the miniature railway's closed, we would have gone on that. Track slightly raised, look. And the caravan club site's just through those trees. The track goes all the way down there. Opposite the miniature railway is a children's play area. Adjacent to the playground is a good dog exercise area, and we'll carry on along this footpath. It caravan site backs onto this. It looks good fun. It's Southport Radio Car Club. Information board there. You can tell it threw it down last night. The park gate's just over there. And here it is, Victoria Park. It's open 8 till 5. Victoria Park hosts the Southport annual flower show for 4 days every August. It's the flower show's 100th anniversary this year. All the lilies are out on the lake. Lots of little fish in here, just about make them out. The bowling club next to the lake is members only. Behind the bandstand is Rotten Row. We'll go and explore that next. And Rotten Row holds a surprise. And here it is. Rotten Row has one of the largest herbaceous borders in the country. It really is impressive. It's a strikingly colourful public place for all to enjoy. It attracts visitors from all over the country, even coach tours. It was restored in 2010 thanks to funding from the National Lottery. Each of the 6 areas of this 746 metre stretch has its own identity. Apparently, Rotten Row describes a place of tumble-down dwellings infested with rats, and now it boasts some desirable properties. And one final mention, Rotten Row featured in the 1969 film What's Good for the Goose, starring Norman Wisdom. We thought we'd walk Marine Drive from the far end of the caravan site along this segregated pedestrian cycle track, and you can see the pier in the background. This is today's data, but it does feel muggy today. There's a map here showing where it's safe to bathe and where the soft sand, mud and salt marshes are. And there's some information here for dog owners. You can hear the starlings talking to each other. Hey, it looks like there's some rain coming in. We better get back to the caravan. We've just had a nice hour on seafront with Flask, but I think a storm's brewing.
We've just got back in time, I think.
We have. Oh, we've just made it in time. Come and have a look. We're pitched up about here. Here is the Model Engineers Miniature Railway, and this is the footpath into Victoria Park, and this road here is Rotten Row. We've got a rabbit outside, he's having his supper. Well, we're going to have our tea now. Cheers and happy holidays to you all.
Today we're driving down the coast to visit two different beaches. The first one is Formby. It's a nature haven owned by National Trust and it's dog friendly. The second beach is at Crosby, where we hope to visit the famous sculptures by Anthony Gormley, known as Another Place, and the 100 cast iron figures have stood on the beach since 2005.
It's 10 miles to National Trust car park. It's £8.50 per car or free for members, and it's all day parking. Let's go and explore. Trees are growing in sand. Look at this bank here. Wind's probably blown all that sand in, but it looks like the trees are growing out the sandbank. Which way shall we go? Let's climb over this dune. Look at these windswept trees. Good old National Trust, never disappoint. Can you get up? Yeah. Sinking into sand. Oh, look at this. Oh, sea's over here, look. Look at this view. You can see all the dunes. Come up here. There's wind turbines and ships in sea over there. Irish Sea. Right, let's go and blow some cobwebs off. Beyond the Irish Sea lies the North Wales coast. And just look at this beach, it's vast. Mind the jellyfish. Lifeguard station here, keeping an eye on the bathers.
And although we haven't seen them, apparently there are two sand buggies the disabled can borrow, so that's nice. Well, we never met you, Mary, but hello and thank you for the bench.
Take your rubbish away with you. There's a packet of mints here. Yeah. January 2019.
I better get them eaten quick.
I'll put them in this side pocket. It's only a small beach at Southport because of these salt marshes, but this has been lovely. We've had a good time here at Formby Point. We'll move on to Crosby now. This is definitely worth a read. We're here, we're in the car park next to the leisure centre, and it's nearly 9 miles from Formby Beach. The 100 figures are spread out over 2 miles of beach, and they are replicas of the artist himself. And they are all 6 foot 2 inch tall. The ones in the sea are covered in barnacles, and that's Liverpool in the background. And there's Liverpool docks. It's waist deep on that one now. They really are a haunting sight, staring silently out to sea. You always get one, don't you? Well, that's it for today. We're going to head back to the caravan. We've had a really good day today. It's a straight 15 mile back if you don't want to visit Formby. We stopped off at Ainsdale Dunes. We're not going to hang about because it looks like it's going to rain. This is a nature reserve. You can't let your dogs into the pond because of the toads at the moment. Everywhere you look, it's just sand dunes. It's another lovely vast beach, and you can even park your car on here. This was our journey from the caravan. We went up Esplanade to this roundabout, left along Marine Drive, and then carried on along the coastal road all the way down here and joined the A565 south. And then we took this turn in here for Formby, and here is the National Trust car park, and this is Formby Point and sand dunes. Then we returned back to the A565, continued south to Crosby, but unfortunately I haven't got the next map, and here is the start of Crosby Beach. And on the journey back, we called it Ainsdale, and this is where you can park on the beach. And here is Ainsdale Sand Dunes National Nature Reserve.
We're driving 3.5 miles to the quiet historic village of Churchtown today. I've just been reading there's a village high street called Botanic Road. There's a mix of independent shops, including one selling handmade chocolates and another selling their very own unique Churchtown cheddar whiskey. We can also expect to find tea rooms, pubs, restaurants and bars, a thatched cottage or two, and the Botanic Gardens, including an aviary.
We're here at the Botanic Gardens, and it opened in 1874. Let's have a look at who's doing all the screeching. There's a lot to look at here, they're all chirping away. Oh, it's the African greys.
Are you dancing?
These are cockatoos.
Hello. Look at you, aren't you beautiful? Oh.
Even rabbits here. There's plenty of you on our caravan site.
They're not as fat as you though.
There's even guinea pigs here. We're in the Victorian fernery. You know, it's a real unique work of art, this is. Everything's literally growing out the walls. Bat cave. Look at this old cast iron bridge. Look at ducklings. Hello. There's a play area and crazy golf. There's another tunnel here. Goes right corner. There's a gift shop, a cafe selling homemade food, and it's pet friendly here. And there's the fernery. There's also plants and hanging baskets for sale. Live band on Saturday, look, 8 till midnight, £2 admission. It's certainly very colourful here. These botanic gardens were featured on television on Gardener's World. It's free entry to the park and we've had a lovely time here. And this is Botanic Road. There's the chocolate shop. Next to the thatch cottage is Botanic Road Kitchen. Here we have the Bold Arms Hotel, and they serve in 2 mains from £15.49. This pretty thatch cottage is at the side of the church. There's Churchtown Deli and Bespoke Whisky Emporium. There's antiques and bric-a-brac. Here's Penny's house, tea room where dogs take their servants. More eating places and a thatch gift shop. There are lots of leafy suburbs around here and some grand old houses. Here's Churchtown and Botanic Gardens, and here is the caravan site. Well, we're pleased we visited Churchtown. What a lovely end to our holiday, and splendid Southport. Well, we hope to see you again soon. Well, we're leaving Southport, and it was lovely to meet subscribers Fiona, Steve, Becky and Mike. Thanks for watching.